Why do we choose modesty when the world screams greatness? All of them around us are not humble. All of them around us declare their power. Why do we choose modesty? Because the habit of hiding power makes us blind to her, and I choose the road in reverse. I don't want to be humble. I want to show the power of this world. Maximum power, the longest in time. I do it by those means which are available to me. Paintings. Italian cities are drawn from position, not beauty, but the forces of money power, state power, mind forces, willpower of individuals, superiority of their intelligence, their personal superiority over other people and life circumstances. So high superiority that traces of how they built their lives we see so far. These are the cities they left us. These are the world's most expensive structures, where millions of people live their lives. If this ain't power, I do not know what power is. My paintings can speak for you. What do you understand this power to? That you are also following in her footsteps, in the footsteps of ancient greatness, to someday shoulder this bird. Gallery of my paintings in the profile cap and in the description to the video. Like, repost, a follow. My name is Eduard Kichigin. You really think that pen or pencil can sell the project better than PDF presentatio? What looks more convincing to you? A man who explains his concept himself, who is doing his presentatio right to you right now when communicating, or PDF document which you were sent and you sit reading it in a work turnover, distracted by other things. But if you take this one fragment of the situation, project situations much more. Of course, it turns out, what if when discussing with the client, you don't just tell your idea, but also immediately show, and not only show, but also immediately cheat, adjust. You can do it instantly right when talking, right in the cafe or where you were caught by the project. Then this is the presentation of project. Seems more effective too, rather than form a presentation and send to the client and expect a response. What will happen there? Oh no, better control, better impact on the situation in the moment. Presentation can be much more detailed, structured, and look ceremonial, but the decision itself you better control. And here are sketching skills. They don't compare to anything, because you need not only to express some project idea, but also visually fix it. Because people understand words differently. We all say someone, and other people hear completely different. And from this, a huge amount of misunderstanding. And that's the sketching. Helps minimize this misunderstanding in the project area. Keep it to a minimum. These are very important skills. And as you can see, it's pretty aesthetic. My Italian sketching and quick drawing technique. To learn also, see lessons in the profile cap and in the description to the video. Like, repost, a follow. Why even draw if there are 3Ds and Miorni? If there are modern neural networks, why draw with your hands even on an iPad? What are you from the past? I constantly don't Ronco draw, for example, covers for their YouTube videos, and to draw abstract, plus minus some possible suitable cover, and then it takes a fair amount of tries, and something like a deal with conscience. You constantly have to bother with prompts, and you are always insecure about that. Will it get a good result? Can you get some abstract pic? But try to repeat it from a different angle. Try to edit her like this, like you need, and try to do it a few times. You will understand that a simple edit, even in regular Photoshop, much more efficient than working with a neural network. Receive abstract pictures such as clip art. Using a neural network is easy, but when you have some restrictions and some tasks and some level you need, this is getting unbearably hard. So neurons help, but not decided. iPad entertains me well because my sketching technique, formed in Italy and works perfectly on paper, turns out to be easy to transfer to and on iPad it works perfectly fine, and even more so in this 3D mode. Can be done with great software. Drawing with hands didn't go anywhere, but the neural networks did not save you from anything. Just got a new tool, and new alarmists appeared. A lesson on my schedule in the description to the video and in the profile cap. Like, repost, a follow. You're an artist. Why are you even making merch? It's Popsa, of course Popsa, because it is not very expensive. My paintings of Italian cities have such a fairly solid price tag. Heard many times that it is expensive. How to transfer my graphics and make them available. That someone is expensive for a large number of people. And this is an example of such a transfer of my concepts from the big expensive paintings in a pretty functional form. This bottle was made in steady Petersburg, went to Italy with me, drove through almost the entire top of Italy. In the end, I gave it to a very beautiful girl, Laura. She is often in Milan, and hopefully, when the heat walks in there with my water bottle, on which the central cathedral of Milan is painted, Duomo Milano. Other examples of my merch you can see at my store. All links in the description to the video and in the profile head. Repost a follow.